Good morning, YouTube, mind, body, spirit. I want to talk on this topic regarding um, crime. And this is an interesting topic, and I'm interested to hear you chime in on this about people's perception of crime. Because this goes right into uh, why people are racist toward other groups of people or discriminate toward other groups of people, or they have some type of determination about people's character and things of that nature. And I want to approach it from probably a different standpoint, and that is from a subliminal standpoint. Most people don't know that the messages that they receive, most of the messages they receive, are subliminal. And why is that important? Well, it's important because every day you get up and you turn on the news in the morning, especially the local news. I mean, when they start off with the bad news or the breaking news, it's always something that happened in the inner city. Some um, some black people doing some drive-bys. They're killing people on the thing. Now, you gotta understand, it's mostly white folks that are reporting this. Now, they have black news anchors and things of that nature, and they report the same thing. But what it does is, by saying these things, is that there's two things that happen. A, it makes you think that white people are not doing this, or Asians, or anything else. And then two, that everything that's going on relative to violence, that black people are doing it. Now, black people got their problems now, or issues, or whatever you want to say, because black on black crime, and they can't blame white people for that. But the idea that just these sublime messages that they constantly paint on the minds of a lot of white folks, you can understand why the disdain and disgust a lot of times for black people, how that comes about, relative be to welfare and street crime, drugs, things of that nature. So because as soon as you see these terms, as soon as you hear these terms, you directly associated that with being black. I don't use the term African American because ain't none of us have any connection to Africa other than lineage just way down the road. See, I was born in America. I wasn't born in Africa. I wouldn't even know how to get around in Africa. So I don't like to use that term African American. I'm black, Negroid, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know about that African American. I'm just American. But I do understand why it plays into that stereotype, because if you just took a cursory look at crime, violent crimes, you in no way will come away believing that black people are the number one perpetrators of violent crimes. It's not. It's white people. So, but this is not trying to bash white people or anything like that. It's just I'm trying to help white folks to understand something about black people. And you don't have to be, thinking that you don't have to have this white guilt or anything like that, because most black people don't care. But because I want there to be understanding and for us to see each other as being the same, because we are the same. Have the same desires, same feelings, emotions. I mean, everything. We're all the same. But I still see this divide that occurs with white folks. Just a lot of them um, have ill feelings towards black people because of these sublime messages. And what a lot of white folks don't realize is that this is done on purpose. Um, it is to constantly portray white folks as pure. And if anything goes wrong with white people, there's got to be a logical explanation. You ever notice explanation? You ever notice that if a white kid kills somebody or if he gets on drugs or whatever, white people need to try to figure out why, because what they believe is it has to be some anomaly. Now, if there's enough white kids that have a problem, then that's the only time this epidemic. And then white people will jump into action and go, listen, there must be something that's plaguing our neighborhoods that just came into our neighborhood like it's a virus, and we need to stamp it out. They don't look at it as the human condition. That's what the Bible tells us. The Bible says this is the human condition. We have a predisposition to want to sin. All people, white, black, green, purple, orange, doesn't matter. We want to sin. We love it. We love to sin. That's just what we do. We love it. So we love to gratify the flesh. So there's no difference between black and white. I remember as a police officer, I pulled this guy over, a white guy, and pulled him over what we would call the nice part of town. And he immediately asked me, why am I not out stopping crime? Well, he didn't know that reckless driving was a crime as well. And I had told him that. I go, well, you know, trying to run somebody off the road, that's a crime too. But see, in his mind, he believes crime is what black people do. And so if you just do any type of research at all, you'll realize that when it comes to violent crimes, I'm talking about with guns and knives, stuff like that, black people don't lead in those categories. I mean, it ain't even close. Now, if it comes to black on black crime, when it comes to gun violence, oh yeah, black people, man, and when I say we, it's not me. I'm saying I just happen to be black, and I'm saying most of the people that I know don't like killing other people, black, white, or otherwise. That's just not something we do. But there's a small percentage of people, whether it be black or white or whatever, who are just violent. And now I do believe in guns. I believe that we got to be able to protect ourselves against these violent people. You got to be able to match force with force, or you just become a victim. So I refuse to be victimized. But most black people, and let me tell you what I mean by most, if I have some Caucasian fans out there. When I say most, I'm talking about 95, 96% of most black folks are conservative. Now, I'm not talking about from a Republican, I'm not talking about from a political designation. I'm talking about conservative as in what we allow our children to do and things of that nature. Work every day, believe in family values, things of that nature. Yeah, I know it's a surprising number to you. You wouldn't know that if you're looking at the news and watching the media tell it. The media may make you think that all black people, we get up all day, turn on rap music, and go around doing drive-by shootings. I mean, that's the thing that's portrayed. And even when they talk about abortions and things of that nature, now, from a percentage-wise, black people's percentage of abortions is very, very high. I think we make up 19% of the population, but man, we make up a whole lot of the abortions. I don't know if it's the majority, but it's pretty high. But all people get abortions. I mean, all women get abortions, and no matter what not political, but what socioeconomic status you are, all of them get abortions. So this is nothing new. Susie Ann, who's in college or whatever, she's messing around with Bobby, the captain of the football team, in whatever your suburban neighborhood. She gets pregnant too. Oh yeah. Now sometimes they differentiate to say, well, Susie Ann, she can just go to her mother and get money, versus going down to the clinic, Planned Parenthood, and getting somebody to pay for. Now maybe that's the problem that a lot of white folks have. It's not that they hate abortion. They just don't want to pay for it. I don't know. I mean, you tell me. But anyway, it's just to let you know, black people don't get up every day thinking about killing white people. We don't wake up thinking about doing drive-by shootings, listen to loud rap music. What else? We don't eat. A lot of us don't eat watermelon. Chitterlings. We call them chitlings. I know they're chitterlings. We know how to pronounce the word. We just don't eat them. I detest that. I mean, I don't even like eating that much pork. Now, white folks love bacon now. I'm going to leave that one alone. All I'm saying is that we don't be going around eating, but now we may eat some pork chops. I'm not even really that keen on pork chops. I don't like that much pork. But every now and then I like a nice, big, thick sliced piece of bacon. But anyway, I'm digressing. But anyway, it's just to let you know, most black people are not criminals. You just need to know that. All right, peace.